Kristin. So this is my next installment in 4 Looks 1 palette, and it is with the Lorac Unzipped Gold. I was really excited to get this. For those of you that have been around a while, you know how much I love the original Lorac Unzipped. So when I got this one, it kind of, you know, jumped the ladder in the ones that I want to do, in the palettes that I want to do 4 Looks 1 palette on. And for some reason, it really jumped over the Too Faced Semi-Sweet. I'm going to do that. I don't know, for some reason I'm not excited about it. But anyway, so this is the one that I am doing for you guys today. For my look, I used, you know what, for those of you that are new, welcome. I have a lot of these. I don't even know. This might be my 30th one or something. I don't know. But I'll link the playlist below. What I do is show you 4 looks throughout the week that I've created, and then at the end I will go ahead and give you swatches. So, alrighty then. So first I used Undressed all over my lid just to kind of give a nice clean base. And then I used this beautiful Unleashed right here. I used that on my lid. On the inner third, and then blended well into that gold, I used Unlocked. And then for my crease color, kind of transition out, I used Undeniable. And then to deepen things up, Unedited. And then I also took the gold and Unleashed beneath my lower lash line, and then I took that Unedited and really blended it, you know, down into that gold color just to give that kind of on the outer edge. And yeah, so I'll zoom you in. Here's the look. So I did not use any liner on my upper lash line. I just tight lined, you know, with my upper waterline and my lower waterline, and I used the Marc Jacobs in Brown Out. On my cheeks today, I used my blush that is coming out soon from Camp Cosmetics, and this is the blush in Glamour Gangstah Game. So that is the blush that I have on. No highlight or anything, just the blush. And then for my lips, I also used 2 Camp Cosmetics products. I combined these two. This is Sex Drive and Katinka. I combined those two to get this lip. For my second look, I used Undressed from lash line to brow bone. Nothing super exciting there. And then I took Unwind, which is this matte, mid to dark tone brown. And I used that in my crease all the way. You can kind of see how far I brought that up. And then in my actual crease, hopefully that makes sense, I used this shade Unafraid. I used that same Unwind just beneath my lower lash line. And I think that is all that I did for shadow today. I just wanted to kind of do a little more matte. There is some shimmer in that darker shade, but a little more matte to kind of show you how you could use those colors together. So I'll zoom you in. So here's the look. For liner today, oh, and as you can see, I only did mascara on my upper lashes. I didn't do it on my lower lashes, just kind of playing around with the different look. And on my upper lash line, that really pretty emerald color is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Liner in Emerald Volt. I have the Rimmel Scandalized and Nude on my lower lash line. For blush today, I have the Estee Lauder, I'm trying to get the plastic out here, blush in Lovers. Yes, Lovers. And then on my lips today, I pulled this one. I haven't worn this one in a while. It says Max Heavenly Hybrid. Look 3, I went ahead and used this deep, I would say it's the deepest shade in here, Unafraid. I used that on my inner third and my outer third. And then I took Unlimited on my inner third and kind of, you know, really blended it together. And then connected that Unafraid above that, which you'll see when I zoom you in. The only other shade I used was Undressed. I used that originally all over my lid just to help with blending like I always do. And then I used that just to kind of blend out. I didn't want another crease color today. So I used that just to kind of help blend out the edge of that Unafraid. I went ahead and used Unafraid beneath my lower lash line with just a little bit of that Gold Unlimited as well. This is a technique I like to use just to kind of make my, you know, the center of your eyes pop a little bit. So anyway, I'll zoom you in. All right, so here's the look. All right, the only other thing I have on, actually, I stuck it over here. On my upper lash line, I have the Avon Super Shock liner. And then in my upper and lower waterline, I have the Marc Jacobs Blacker. And for blush today, I have the Maybelline Master Highlight in Pink Rose. It's my delightful blush. And then on my lips, I have Estee Lauder Double Wear Lip Liner in pink. And then over the top of that, I have the Estee Lauder Pure Envy, and this is in the color Powerful. For the fourth look, I used Uninhibited, which is this shade right here, all over my inner, probably 2/3, almost all the way out to the outer corner, almost. And then I took Undeniable, which is this shade right here, in the crease with kind of a bigger fluffy brush, just to really kind of diffuse that shade out. And then I used nope, that's a lie, Unedited right here in my outer corner, and then pulled into the crease just a little bit. Use that same shade beneath my lower lash line. On the inner corner of my lower lash line, I kind of combined Unpredictable and Unlimited, which are these two shades right here. Just a little bit on the inner, just for some added interest. And then what you'll see when I close my eyes is I took Unleashed, which is this shade right here, on a wet liner brush, and that's what I used as my liner on my upper lash line, just to try something different. Not sure I love it, but I was trying something different. And then on my upper waterline, I used the Marc Jacobs eyeliner in Brownout, and I think that's everything. So I'll zoom you in. All right, so here's the look. Hopefully you can see that gold. On my cheeks today, I used my Becca blush. I've had this one for so long and love it. This is the one in Songbird. And on my lips today, I have Maybelline Creamy Matte in Daringly Nude, which looks like this. And then this one, I don't like it to be quite as matte. I want it to have a little more pop, so I use the Camp Cosmetics Lip Lava in Tryst over the top of that. Okay, so much like its original counterpart, the Lorac Unzipped Gold has 4 matte shades in it, and I will swatch these all in a second for you, but they are Undeniable, Unedited, Unwind, and Undressed. So this one, these two, and this one right here, and again, I will swatch those for you. And then the rest of them are Shimmer, leaning almost a little bit metallic. So I'll go ahead and swatch them out for you. So this is Undressed, Uninhibited, Unpredictable, and Undeniable. So Undressed, Uninhibited, Unpredictable, and Undeniable. Unedited, Unlocked, Unlimited, and Unleashed. So Unedited, Unlocked, Unlimited, and Unleashed. The last two are Unwind and Unafraid, and that is Unwind and Unafraid. So those are all the shades, top row, bottom row. Okay, so really I just wanted to give one shade a mention, and then we'll talk about the palette as a whole. One of the things that was interesting to me is that when I used Unafraid in the look yesterday, so the one with the gold in the middle and Unafraid on either side, and that's this shade right here. What's interesting is that in the pan, in a swatch, you know, on my finger, and even on my hand, it doesn't pull as... It pulls really cool when you applied it, or it just looked really cool against that gold shade that I used. But I've just found that interesting, the way that that one pulled differently on my eyes. And you can go back and check that look if you want, now that I've talked about it. But I don't know, I felt like it was interesting the way that it pulled. And I think that then too, if you use it with different shades in the palette, I think it pulls a little bit different. And I just kind of found that interesting. I wanted to give it a mention. Okay, so this palette sells for $42, and you can purchase it. I purchased mine at Ulta. You can and I did purchase it. You can also purchase it at Lorac's website, Nordstrom, and Kohl's. I think those are the 4 places that I saw where you can purchase it, and I will link those below for you guys if you're interested. So I will give you a quick shot of both of them together. There are tons of swatch videos out there, so I won't bore you to death with that. So original on top, the unzipped, and then the unzipped gold is below. And you can really see that there's just a little bit more rosy in this one than there is in this one. That's kind of the difference between the two. Here's the thing, and I haven't watched very many reviews on this because I don't, as you guys know, I don't like to kind of taint my opinion. I'm not sure the quality of the shadows is as good in this one as it is in the unzipped. I had to work a little bit more to get them, even like swatching, and I realize swatching on your hand and on your eye is different, but I felt like I had to work a little bit more to get them to swatch nicely. and to apply nicely. The same kind of a little bit of powderiness that you find with Lorac shadows is the case with these. It's not any worse or better, but I don't know, I didn't love working with this one as much as I thought that I was going to. I didn't dislike it. I just want to put it out there that, I don't know, I feel like the mattes are the same quality. Let me back that. The mattes are the same quality as in the other one. I feel like kind of the metallic-y ones are a little bit flaky compared to the original one. Just my opinion. I could be completely off base. Maybe it's just mine. But it was fun to use the colors. I don't think that this is one that I would reach for on a regular basis like I reached for the original. If you're trying to make a decision between this one and the original and the gold, I still say the original is my favorite. So yeah, I'm not I'm not sure if that's super helpful or not, but it was fun to use the different looks, and honestly, I was going to tell you too, I don't know if you can use these wet or dry. I just did, and how I do that is, you can see probably up in that upper corner, that's where I use it. I think it will be just fine. I don't think there's going to be any issue, but most shadows you can use wet or dry, and if you're really concerned, you could you know, pick up the shadow and then spray the brush. But anyway, it was kind of fun to play with, you know, wetting that shadow and using it as like a gold eyeliner or whatever. But so it's a nice palette. I just feel like the quality isn't just exactly like what the original was, but I'm happy to have it in my collection, and I'm sure that I will use it. I just don't think I'll grab for it as much as the original. So, okay, so what I always do at the end of these videos is share with you what I have on my face throughout the video. So we will start with the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in Radiance. I have just about gone with that one, but I use that one every day. And I used a combination of this Estee Lauder Double Wear in 1N1, which is a little bit light for me. And, you know, it's double wear, so it's a little bit of a drier formula. The Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation, which doesn't last very long, but I love the finish, and this shade is a little bit dark for me, so it's beige ivory. I combined these two, and that's what I've been wearing on my face, and I applied that with a beauty blender. Concealer is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. I am in the shade Light. And eyebrows, I usually forget this. This week I've been playing with the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown. For contour, I forgot to mention this, I've been using the of course, the Camp Cosmetics blush in Monogamy. That's the one that I always use. And for bronzer, which I just realized I didn't use today, not sure why, but every other day I was wearing the Guerlain Four Seasons in Nude. So it's the compact, looks like this and like this. And primer was the Merle Norman eyeshadow primer that I'm working through, and then the Jordana Continuous Almond over the top of that. And mascara was the Lancome Hypnose Drama. I just have a little sample size that I'm working through. And then on my lower lashes, the Clinique Lash Power Mascara. And I think that is everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this and that you're having a great day. And I will talk to you very soon.